And welcome to another mystery pattern. Okay, I have something a little bit special for you. Justin has been working really hard to find us some fresh new patterns after our last video where I wanted to do another quick pattern and they were all really lengthy patterns. So that's not to say these are all short patterns. We just have a replenishment of patterns because we only had 4 left in the bowl. Now look what we got. Oh, we got lots. And Justin also found some patterns for us that were all in one book. In fact, we have a lot of patterns here, like these all came out of the same book. And these all came out of the same book right here. This stack of patterns here all came out of the same book. And he said, you should read this to them because they might think it's neat. So this is from that book. The book is from 1847. So let's read this. And I agree with him. I absolutely love this. Her Most Gracious Majesty, Queen Victoria, the patroness of every useful and elegant art. This series of crochet books is dedicated with profound respect by Her Majesty's most dutiful subject, Eliza Warren, from Holloway, 1847. And then apparently this is from the back of the book here, just sort of giving, I guess, permission for this manufacturer, Rawworth. He said all these patterns use this Rawworth's crochet thread. So it says right here, this is from the very back of the book. By virtue of the authority to me given, I do hereby nominate and appoint Mr. John Thomas Rawworth of, correct me if I get this wrong, my British friends, Leicester, to be manufacturer of sewing thread in ordinary to Her Majesty. He is to have and enjoy all the rights, profits, privileges, and advantages to the said place belonging during my will and pleasure. Let me rephrase that. During my will and pleasure. And for the same, this shall be a sufficient warrant, given under my hand this 14th day of August, 1837, in the first year of Her Majesty's reign, H. Sutherland, Mistress of the Robes. Isn't that so neat? So there's no question where this book came from. And apparently we just have 3 stitches in the whole book. And that's going to be a chain stitch, a US single crochet, UK double crochet, and a US double crochet, UK long stitch, or UK treble crochet. Isn't that neat? Now, I can't guarantee you that we're going to get to work one of the patterns from this book today as we randomly pick a number, but we've got a stack of new patterns here to play with. So let's just get to picking already. Here we go. You're going to see some recycled numbers because I don't throw my numbers away. I set them aside, and whenever we pick new patterns, those numbers get put right back in the bowl. So if you just saw me work like number 8 or number 4, you're going to see it again because we worked all but one number. Number 2 is not in the bowl. Here we go. All right. What's it going to be? Number 5. Number 5. Let's see. 15. 8. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, look. It's from one of those. Mistress of the Robes. It's one of those Mistress of the Robes patterns. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay. Number 5. Oops, there we go. So we'll put this one aside. Let's see, how many rows do we have? We have 19 rows. So we'll save this for another day. So we need to use Rawworth's crochet thread. Respectfully, we have none. It says number 30. So I think what I'm going to do is just use a modern size 30 crochet thread. Now the crochet thread sizes back then are not equivalent to today's sizes, but I'm just going to go ahead and use number 30 because we just want to see what it's supposed to look like. So I will be right back. I can't seem to locate my number 30 without digging through my box of thread. I do have this sitting right next to me, which is just a hair's whisper thicker than a number 10 bedspread cotton. So I think we'll use this today. So we're going to start with a chain of 21 and then turn back. Yay, we don't have to cut at the end of every row. You know how much we love that around here. So I'm going to go ahead and chain 21 real quick. Okay, our next instructions say turn back, work 3 long, which is 3. Are you zoomed in? Okay, no, maybe. Yeah, it was like zoomed way in. Okay. 3 long is going to be 3 UK treble crochet and 3 US double crochet. So I'm gonna speak in US terms. Work 3 double crochet, 3 chain, miss or skip 3 loops, and then repeat. Count every row and see that there are only 20 loops. All right, turn back, work 3 long, 3 chain. My question is, what do we count our first chains? And how many chains down do we go? You know, they never give that kind of detail. They never tell you how many chains to skip to work your first double. Your first double, your first skip chains, does that count as your first double? They never give that info. So you just sort of have to go, and if the numbers don't work out, then you have to adjust. So I'm gonna skip 2, no, I'll skip 3, and in the 4th stitch, I will work 1 double crochet, and in the next stitch over, I will work 1 double crochet. I'm gonna count that as my first 3, and if it's not right, then I can always undo it and adjust. Okay, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, miss 3 loops and repeat. 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one over. And I'm assuming I work 3 in a row, as it has not specified whether I need to work 3 into 1 stitch, and I am not even a little bit familiar with this pattern book, so I don't know how to interpret what they're saying just yet. Some pattern books, since doing all these mystery videos, I have become rather familiar with. Even though I may not know all the patterns, I'm familiar with the writing style, the interpretation. This one here is brand new to me, so sometimes they mean 3 in 1, and sometimes they mean 3 in a row. I'm gonna go with 3 in a row. So I guess we'll know, because it says to be sure to make sure we have 20 loops. Perhaps they mean 20 stitches across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'd be short. And I don't have 20, which means I have my initial 20. And if I chain 21, 22, 23, skip 2, so skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1. So when they say loops, I'm going to translate that into 20 stitches. And a chain counts as a stitch. So I'm going to translate that into make sure you have 20 stitches. So I'll be right back. I'm going to work this all the way to the end. So a slight bit of bewilderment on my end. I have 21 stitches total. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 21. There's really no way around it. You'd have to just eliminate 1 stitch in order to get 20. So I'm going to keep it at 21 for now. And if I have to adjust, I will adjust by working 2 stitches into 1. But in the meantime, let's move right along. Okay, row 2, turn back, work 1 long, 1 chain, skip 1 loop, and repeat. Okay, so I'm going to start with, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my first double crochet plus chain 1. Skip the next stitch, and in the next stitch over, chain 1, skip 1, which puts me in the center chain. Chain 1, skip 1, which puts me in the first double. So I'm going to work this all the way to the end. Hopefully it works out when I get to the end, since I do have 21 stitches and not 20. Well, it is going to work out because I've got 1 chain, skip 1, and work 1 double crochet left. Okay, 3rd row, same as first. Continue working these 2 rows alternately, turning back at the termination of each row till there are 7 rows. Care must now be observed to not turn the work again. And at the termination of each row, cut off the thread, cut off the thread sufficiently long to admit of its being drawn in at the back with a needle and commence the next row in a different place. This must be observed in working all the patterns. We're going to work rows 1 and 2 until there are 7 rows. Well, at least these little rows here we get to work. Well, they're probably all little rows. At least these rows here we get to work back and forth. So chain 3. That counts as a double crochet. And then here, yes. 1, 2, 3, yes. 1 and 2, that makes 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip 3, so skip the chain, the double, and the chain, and work 3 into row again. 1, 2, and 3, and I'm working those as basically right on top of the other ones. Those are worked out right on top. Kinda, yeah, no, I'll keep the chain 3s. I was thinking maybe I should work stacked singles, but these patterns feel so special because of all that fanciness that I kind of want to just keep it. I want to keep it as traditional, as close to traditional as I possibly can muster. 1, 2, 3. You know, all that, what did it say? Mistress of the robes and stuff. I love that. Makes me want to just keep it traditional. I want to see it 100% in its intended truest form. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Yes. Okay, no. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, yes, we're good. Yes. I got confused there because I forgot that this is actually a chain 1 space. This is where I chained 4. So 1, 2, and then in the top of my turning chain. No, that's my chain 1. Is it? 1, 2, 3. No, that's my 3rd chain up. There we go. And then chain 4 to start working the single open crochet portion. So skip in the center chain. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to go ahead and finish working these 7 rows off camera. Okay, so I have the 7 rows of this done. So now at this point, we have to observe not to turn the work again, and at the termination of each row, cut off the thread sufficiently long enough to basically weave in a tail. And so now we're going to commence. So I'm not going to cut here. I'm just going to go, and then the next row I will cut. Okay, got a little gnat. All right, this must be observed. We're okay. 8th row, work a row of single crochet all round, taking care to leave 20 loops on each side. 20 loops on each side, with an additional chain in each corner after the 20th stitch. Okay, so chain 1 at the corner. At the corner, are we going to be working actually in rounds? Commence in the center of one side. Work a row of long stitches or double crochet, 20 on each side. It's saying each side. Okay, so then is this the side? Oh no, here's where a picture would really come in handy. I'm gonna sort of study over this pattern real quick and see if I can visually picture it in my mind. All right, so I think what at least row 8 is trying to tell us to do, is actually telling us to do, we're gonna work some single crochet or some single crochet stitches all around. It wants us to work 20 here and 20 here. We have to basically pack the stitches on both sides to make sure we have 20 on both sides, just like we're already going to have 20 on the top and bottom. So I just have to make sure that I increase a whole lot on both sides. So here we go. I'm going to chain 1 and into the top of my last double crochet is where I'm going to work my first single crochet. It's 2, 3, okay, I record with my phone and I had a call just come in. So I lost my stitch count. We're at 4. Okay. 5, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Then it said to put a chain in the corner, so chain 1 to turn, and we work 20 across the top and bottom. Okay, so I decreased 1 stitch each on the top and the bottom. I decreased 1 stitch to make them 20. I've got 20 stitches. I did go ahead and put in these little stitch markers where the chain 1 spaces are, just in case I need those. And there's no shot I would be able to just locate them just with my eyeballs. So there's that. A little bit wonky kind of, but I mean, I think it's all right. Give a good tug on these corners. I cut, which broke my whole heart. No, I'm just being dramatic. It's not so bad. All right, let's see what's next. Okay, so now it says here, commence in the center of one side. Work a row of long stitches, 20 on each side with 7 additional at each corner chain. Now I'm really happy that I put those stitch markers in. To be worked thus: 3 to be worked in the corner chain, then 1 chain, 3 more long in the same chain. In all, 180 stitches, counting them on the top. Really? Okay. So it says to start in the center of one side, right? Yes. So I'll start in the center of this side. I will leave a tail sufficient length to weave in. I'm just going to weave it in as I go, of course. I'm going to weave all the tails in as I go. This one here can be cut because I already weaved it in as I went. So we'll get rid of that one. Okay, 2 and 3 counts as my first double crochet. And then work 1 double crochet until in each stitch until I get to the corner. Okay, I have made it to my first corner. So before I remove my stitch marker, I'll go ahead and work my first stitch in there. I kind of moved it around to open it up a little bit there. See? There we go. I'll work my first stitch before I remove the stitch marker. There we go. Ouch! Poked myself. So that was 1, 2, and 3, and then it said to chain 1. And I'm going to put that stitch marker back. And then it said to work 3 more. It did say 7, but perhaps they're counting the chain 1 as the 7, as totaling 7 stitches. But I thought it said 7 long, right? 7 additional. Okay. Long stitches, 20 on each side. It just says 7 additional, but I can only assume additional long. Additional. See, work a row of long stitches, 20 on each side with 7 additional at each corner chain. To me, that sounds like, anyways, 3 to be worked in the corner, then 1 chain, 3 more in the same chain. So yeah, it is just, basically it's just 6. I'm going to continue to weave in my end as I go. Here we go. Work my 20 across the top. I'm going to work all of my corners the same way and then join to my starting chain 3 where I will cut and move on. Oh, right, there we go. I ended with basically 20 all around and 6 separated by a chain 1 on each corner. So now for row 10, I mean, we could actually kind of call these rounds. It says here 1 single crochet into the chain 1 at point of the corner, 4 chain, miss 1 or skip 1 loop, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet into successive loops. Okay, do I work those? Yes, I think I do. Okay, so I'm going to pick a random corner. This one will do. Get my hook in there first so I don't lose it. Leave a long enough tail to weave in. And it says here we start with a single crochet, then chain 4. And it says 4 chain, miss 1 loop. Now, they have called a lot of things loops. They're calling chains loops and they're calling stitches loops. So that I really wish they would have differentiated better. 4 chain, miss 1 loop, 3 long. Okay. I'm going to assume I miss 1 loop on these 4 chain. If not, then they meant over here. There's no way to get into the second one, so they must have meant over here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. So a loop means a stitch, and a loop also means a loop. Okay. Work 3 long into successive, so into 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 4 chain, skip 3, single crochet into the 4th loop. Okay. Make this easier for you to see. 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th, we work a single crochet. 4 chain, skip 3, 4 double crochet. Nope, just once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. 4 chain, single crochet into the 4th loop. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 chain, skip 3, 3 double crochet as before, 4 chain, miss 1 stitch, repeat. So I think we're going to work single crochets into all the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It don't add up. I think I'm supposed to have a total of 3 on this side. Did I skip too many stitches? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the math ain't mathin' somehow. I did something wrong. Something else I noticed, it said up here that there should be, that's either an 8 or a 3. Is that a 3 or an 8? That looks like an 8. There should be 180 stitches. Yeah, that's what their 8s look like. Well, what do their 3s look like? Okay, their 3s are clearly a 3. All right, that's supposed to be 180 stitches, but it's not because I've got 20, 40, 60, 80. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 4 chain stitches. That is 108. So where did the other 80 come from? What did I do wrong? I must have done something wrong up here. Commence in the center of one side. Work a row of long stitches, 20 on each side, with 7 additional at each corner. Chain to be worked thus. 3 to be worked in the corner chain, then 1 chain, 3 more long into the same chain. In all, 180 stitches, counting them at the top. Now, 180 would still be too many. 130 would make more sense, but that's not a 3. But how do you get 180 stitches? 20 on each side. Oh. Well, the only thing I can think of is I'm going to have to fake it since I didn't make it. I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like I followed the instructions exact, with the exception of I definitely did not end up with 180 stitches. So single crochet into the point of the chain, 4 chain, miss 1 loop. Oh, I started off way wrong. Oh, you know why? I was reading too much at once. Yeah, here comes the excuse, but it's damn sure not going to be a good one. I was reading too much at once. Remember, I yarned over and I thought I needed to just skip 1 here, and I just moved on by skipping 3. Okay, skip 1, and we work the 3 right here after only skipping just 1. That might make the difference I need. Still confused as to why it said I'm supposed to have 180 stitches, but that might make up the difference where I screwed up. Okay. So then chain 4, chain 4, 3 long, 4 chain, miss 3, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th, 1 single crochet, 4 chain, miss 3, then it says 4 long, 1, 2, 3. Now it wants me to work 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4 chain, miss 3, and I know I got to work a single in the 4th. Okay, it just wants me to work the 3 again. So we're only working 4. I think I got it this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's working out. 1, 2, and 3, and I only have 1 stitch left. The 1 stitch we're supposed to skip. It's working. Look at that. Just 1 stitch left. Just like over here. Oh, happy day. 2, 3, 4. Work my single crochet into the corner. Okay, I think I can keep my stitch markers out for now. Oops. And then it said to carry on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Only skipping 1. And I work my 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. We live for the aha moments, don't we? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here I work 4. 1, 2, 3. And in the 4th, 1, 2, 3. We need to make the beloved spirit of Queen Victoria proud by getting this one right, dadgummit. A lot of British people are staring at me kind of like, you better not mess this one up. Noted. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do my best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's coming together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone's going to have to explain to me about these 180 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And then in the 4th, 1, 2, yay! And 3. And I only have 1 left to skip. Yay! Okay, I'm going to work this all around. I'm very stoked about this. Oh, right, there we go. I already weaved in where did I weave them? Okay, I weaved in my ends back here through these stitches. So we're ready to go for round or row round 11. 1 single crochet at corner on single crochet. So I'm going to pick a random corner. This one seems all right because the last corner we worked in was this one here. Yes. So we'll do the opposite. I made these single crochet a little bit tight. All right. 1 single crochet on the single. 5 chain, 5 double crochet in the first into the 4th loop. In the first, wait, I'm saying in the, I'm adding words. 5 chain, 5 double crochet, the first into the 4th loop. 4 chain, single on the single, 4 chain, 6 long. Okay. All right, 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 long, the first into the 4th loop. So the 4th loop is going to be right here next to the 3 double. And I have to yarn over first. Okay, 1. Oh, well, would you? 2, 3, and 4. 1 more. I'm assuming into this chain. I made my chains a little too tight. Okay, then it says 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet on the single. Four chains, and then 6 long, which would make sense because we have 4 here. So we're going to work, we didn't even have to work in the chains. Really, we can just get away with doing that. 1. I did make my chains a little too tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And that'll work. Made my chains too tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming I chained 4. I'm seeing the pattern already. Into the 4th loop. Yeah, 4 chain, single on single. 4 chain, 5 long. The first goes into the 4th loop. 5 chain, repeat from beginning. Okay, 5 chain. Oh, 5 chain for the corner. Right. Okay, so the corners get 5 chains. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so single on the single. So pretty much we're going to work a single wherever we see a single. And we're going to work 2 additional single crochet wherever we see that number. So if we see 4 here, we're going to work a total of 6. If we see 3, we're going to work a total of 5. Oh, right. Got my ends all weaved in. Let's look at the next row. Commence at opposite corner. 1 single crochet into the 5th loop from the single crochet. 6 more single crochet stitches. Chain 5. 8 single crochet stitches commencing in the 4th loop from the single crochet stitch. 5 chains, 7 single crochet into the first, 7 single crochet stitches first into the 4th loop, chain 7 and repeat. So starting at the opposite corner. All right. So I don't go into the actual stitch then. Commence at opposite corner, 1 single crochet into the 5th, basically into the 5th loop. Oh, I'll just go round. Okay, I think I see what they're talking about. So make a single crochet here. I'm going to weave that tail in. And then make 6 more. So we have 5 and then 1 into the chain. That makes a total of 7 because it did say 7 eventually, right? 7 double crochet stitches. So yes, 7 is going to be worked over here. And then it said 8 over here, which would make sense because we have 6. 1 into each chain would make 8. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I said that was 1, I meant the one I put into the chain. That's 6. And that's 7. And how many chains in between? 5 chains. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then work 8 single crochet, 1 into the chain, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we work 7 here. 1, 6 and 7, and then we work 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it says to repeat. So repeat from here, which puts us into the chain space. So we're going to skip over the corner and immediately start working our 7 single crochet in a row. 1, okay, that's 6 and 7. Chain 5 and work 8 in a row. All right, now we are ready for the 13th row or round. Where's my hook? Oh, there it is. Okay, now it says here, commence at center pattern. 6 long, the first on the second single crochet stitch. Okay, then 5 chain. So I think they want us to start here in the middle, and the first of our double crochets here in the second single crochet over. If I am reading that correctly, I'm starting to get to know the writing style of this author a little bit better, of this designer and author. One, 2, 3. Okay, so 6 long, that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. Okay, then we are going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, a single crochet into 4th loop of the 5 chains, so all the way over. Okay, a single crochet into the 4th loop. I forgot, when they say loop, they mean either chain stitch or stitch. So, wait, okay. Am I reading this right? Okay. 6 long. Okay, so we got the 6, 5 chain, I did that. Single crochet into 4th loop, then 5 chain, 5 long as before. Okay. Single crochet into 4th loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single crochet in a 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does that seem so strange? And then 5 long as before, so we're going to skip the first and the last stitch. This just seems strange. Putting a stitch right here is such odd placement, leading me to believe it's probably not correct. If it's everything so far has been rather symmetrical, so it does seem like, did I get the loops wrong in the last round? Let's see here. 5 chains. 5 chains, 8. 5 chains, 7. The only time we worked 7 was in the corner, so it was 5 chains. Such a strange placement. You know what? Trust the process, right? Trust it, because I don't have an image. If I had an image, none of this, I wouldn't question any of it. But that's part of the challenge. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6. Oh, okay, because that's not my, there we go. Yeah, okay, I did 1 too many. Okay, and then, okay, then it says chain 5, okay, single crochet into 3rd loop. So skip 1, skip 2, 3rd loop, single crochet, then chain 5, and single crochet into next loop, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single crochet into next loop, and then chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet into next loop. Okay, and then chain 5 again, and then work 5 long as before. 2, 3. So skipping the first single crochet. Here we go. We'll just count from this end here. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's 1, 4, and 5. Then it says to chain 5 and single crochet into 4th loop, chain 5, and then work, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, then we work our 6 long. Okay, this is what I have so far. So let's move on to row 14. Commence at center pattern, but not at the termination of last row. So I guess like an opposite side. 4 double crochet, the first on second long in last row. 6 chain, single crochet on single crochet, 6 chain, 3 long. Well, let's just take this one step at a time. So I didn't finish here, I finished here. So I will start here, and in the second, and I'll start with a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. That makes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then it said to make 6 chains. By the way, I went back and redid this portion here. It was bothering me too much. And we all know that it's not uncommon to have errors in these old patterns. So it just seemed wrong that it was way off to the side. So I went back and worked that single crochet into the center of that, you know, chain space. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 chains and single crochet on single crochet. So right here. And then 6 chains and 3 long. 6 chain. Let's see, did I get 1, 2, 3? Yes. 3 long. The first, okay. The first one's going to be in the middle. Or the second one over, not the middle. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double crochet into 4th loop. 5 chain. Just gonna go right here. That 4th loop stuff don't make no sense to me. All right, 5 chain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next loop. Okay. Then it says 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And single crochet. Okay, 3 long as before. Okay. So skipping the first double crochet, we make 3 double. 1. So that's our repeat. It just says to do 6 chains and repeat. Okay, it's really starting to come together. Yay! All right, let's look at round 15. Let's see here. After this, we'll have a total of 4 more rounds to go, counting. Nope, after this. Yeah. No, counting this. 15, 16, 17, 18, 9. Okay, whatever. Okay. 15th, I'm just going to say round. Commence at center pattern. 2 single crochet on the 4 long over the center long. 5 chain, single crochet into 4th loop. You know, when it says 4th loop, I just going to go into the center. It's my gut. It's my gut instinct told me to do that here, and it looks right, doesn't it? So that's what I'm going to do. 5 chains, single crochet into 3rd loop from single crochet stitch in last row. 5 chain, 3 single crochet on the 3 long stitches, and then here's the repeat. 5 chain, single crochet into center of 5, repeat from here 5 times. Okay, so we're going to change things up a little bit. So let's do this one step at a time. I ended here, so we'll start here, and we're going to go straight into the first stitch and work some single crochets. All right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Wait, it says 2. It says 2 single crochet on the 4 long. Am I supposed to do 2 each? Was I supposed to do 2 each? Because it says 2. 2 single crochet on the 4 long. Am I supposed to do 2 each? All right. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oops, 6, 7, and 8. And then it says 5 chains, single crochet. I'm just going to go right here. My gut's not failed me. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to this time. I don't know. Wants me to go here. Fourth chain, 5 chain. Yeah, it's the center. It's the center. I don't know about all this 4th chain, 3rd chain stuff. It's just the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then just 3 here. Just 3. God, I hope I got that right on this one. I'm so afraid I didn't. But it says 2 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Well, let me look at the next row. Begin at center, 2 single crochet on the single crochet. 7 chain, 5 long, the first into the first loop of the second 5. Man, this is some confusingly worded stuff. 7 chains. Commence at center pattern. Okay, I'm just going to keep going, and if it doesn't work, then I can undo it and try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double crochet into the center of 5. Now it's saying the center of 5. And then repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here. It said to repeat that a total of 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 here. And then I do the 2 again. It just says to repeat. Repeat from beginning. Okay, it's not right. 2 single crochet on the 4 long over center long. It's not right. I did it wrong. So let's try this again. Okay, over the center ones. I'm glad I stopped and really gave it another good look. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch the rest of this make a lot more sense. 1. Okay, it's really coming together. Now time for the 16th round. Really glad I went back and looked at that again. Begin at center pattern, 2 single crochet on the single crochet. So 2 on the 2, so not changing anything. 7 chain, 5 long. We're going to work an increase. 5 long, the first into the first loop of the second 5. 7 chain, single crochet into center of single crochet stitches. Oh no, we're just creating some new stitches. Okay. We're creating new stitches. I ended here. No, I ended right here. I guess we can start right here. Okay, so we're going to work 2 singles then, 1 single over each single that already exists. I hope I read that right. 2 single crochet on single crochet. Okay, that's how I'm reading it. Of course, I was pretty sure about it the first time the last round, huh? Okay, so 1, and 2. Well, I will be blocking this at the end. Well, would you get in there? Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to work them right here. That's what it was talking about in the first chain. Okay, so we're going to work 5 double right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we work 7 chain. And then it says 5 long. Okay, 7 chain, single crochet into center of single crochet stitches. So just 1 single crochet. I worked them single crochets too tight. Oh, well. And then 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're doing our chain 5s again. Okay, it says here, single crochet into center of second 5, then chain 5. So we're skipping over this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another single in the next chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I skipped over. Was I supposed to skip over that? Maybe not. All right, I'm going to do these one at a time as I read them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Wait. 6. My eyeballs are just getting confused. Okay. 5 long. Okay, got the 5 long. 7 chain, single crochet. Got the 1 single crochet over the 3 doubles. Or, yeah, double crochets. Then it's 7 chain, double crochet into center of second 5. Second 5. So I am supposed to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So not into here. Into here, I guess. I'm assuming. So skipping that one. Okay. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work a single crochet into the next. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next. Okay, then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next. I feel like I skipped over this one. Was I not supposed to? Because now it's telling me to work into this one. Well, would you just... And then 7 chain, single crochet into same loop. Things are happening. What's happening? Okay, well, it said to work into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then single crochet into the same. 5 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm here now. 5 chain. No, to the same loop. 5 chain, single crochet into the next loop. See, it's okay. I don't think I was supposed to skip over here. It's just asking me to continuously chain or work into loops, and there's no more loops. Okay. This is so confusing. All right, we got the 5 single crochet. Then it says to chain 7, single crochet into the center. But we're skipping over. We're skipping over this loop here. Single crochet into this chain 7, single crochet into center of second 5. Okay, there was a lot of nonsense you missed of me just being thoroughly confused, and it was really annoying, and I had to cut it out. It was like 5 minutes of me just not getting it. So starting from the beginning, because I'm still a little bit confused. Starting from the beginning, begin at center pattern 2, right here where my thumb is, 2 single crochet on the single crochet, then 7 chain, which is right here. And then we work our 5 double crochet in the chain space. Got all of that. Okay, then 7 chain and work a single crochet into the center of the single crochet stitches. Boom. That's where I am now. We are here. Okay, now it says 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet into the center of second. So I'm not going to skip. I'm going to go right here. And then we do a bunch of chain 5s. And we're going to chain 5 and work a single crochet into the next chain. 1, 2, 3, 3 times. Okay. 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet into the same loop. Why? Why? 5 chains. Single crochet into the next loop. Now I am at my single crochets. 5 chains, single crochet into the center of 5. There are no more centers of 5. That's where I was getting confused last time. Okay, there are no more centers of 5. And I don't think that this is not normal. That's not normal. One of these things is not like the other. All right. Hit my first roadblock with this one, my first real roadblock. There's no reason, I guess, for this one here unless it's meant to look like that. Then it says to chain 5 and work into the next 5. There are no next 5. I have 3 single crochet into the next 5, then 5 chain, single crochet into the center of 5. What am I missing here? 7 chain, single crochet into the center of the... Okay, so it wants me to work 2 more chain 5s when I don't have any more space for them. Before I even get to the center of these 3 single crochets, it wants me to work into the center one right here. So just a moment. Oh, 7 chain, single crochet into the same loop. You know what? I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not looking at the whole picture here. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, first loop, 5 long, into the center of double crochet stitches, 7 chain. Okay, 7 chain, single crochet into the center of second. I hope that's right. And then 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet. And then the problem is they call this whole thing right here a loop, and they call the individual chain stitch a loop. They have no differential on that, even though the stitch terms clearly say this is what a chain stitch is. The only time they talk about a chain stitch is when they want you to make a chain stitch, but when they want you to work into one, they call it a loop. And they also call this a loop. And then they also call this a loop. They call this a loop when they want you to work into it sometimes. So I think we're going to make another one of these right here. And that's why I'm getting so confused. Another one of these little squiggly corners bits. So chain 5, because that's why it said to work 7 and go into the same loop. I think that's what that means. 4, 5. So here we go. I'm going to work them all into the same loop. 3, 4, 5. It's total anarchy around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what I think we were meant to do. I think this creates an increase. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I got confused, because it said, oh, it wants me to do 2 more chain 5s. I don't have room for it. Well, there we go. 1, 2, right there. And then chain 5 and into the center single crochet. Man, that one took me for a walk and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I skip it on this side? I'm sick of looking at the pattern. I just want to see what I did over here. All right, I look at the pattern. I can't, I'm getting delirious. Okay. Oh, that was supposed to be a 7, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then work my single crochet. Then work another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work my 5 right here. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not looking at the pattern now. I'm just going based on how I started. And work 1 single crochet over each of the next 2 singles. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work my 5. Be right back. Okay, there's those 5 done, and 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Work 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 into the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we work our little trio in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I got it now. Now, after this, I work 7 chains. And then work my 1 center single. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to finish working this all around. Sit back. Take a 2-minute breather. and then come on back. I'll be right back. Okay, we're nearing the finish line on this one here. So 17, and that's the rest of 17, 18, and 19. Okay, so 17, commence at center pattern, 2 single crochet on the single crochet. 7 chain, 7 long. Now I think that's because we're going to increase here, so we'll put 1 double crochet into each stitch. So I'm just going to say 7 long and ignore all of the other instructions. Then we work 7 chain and a single crochet on the single crochet, so that remains. And then 5 chain and a single crochet into the center of the chain 7. Then a repeat, that's because we're coming to a corner, 5 chain, and the repeat is a lot, so that's because it's a whole bunch of 5 chain, and just like we did before, because I already looked at it. Okay, so 1 single crochet on each of these 2 single crochet, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I think we're working an increase here. So here we go. 1. Okay, that's 2, 3. Okay, that's 6, and then 7. Slide that one back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A single in the single. And really, without looking at all of that chain 5 and stuff, I pretty much know what we're going to do here. Exactly what we did down here for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? That was 7. 7. Chain 5. Okay. Double on the double, then chain 5. Okay, no. 1, 2. Okay. Sorry about my little dog. Okay, so single. Then it's just a whole bunch of chain 5s and singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These corners are what takes up the majority of the wording in these patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest of it's pretty easy to remember. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Single on the single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we work 7. Then I'm going to chain 7 and work the 2 here. So I'm going to work this all around. I will be right back. Okay, now we're really coming to the end here. So 18th round, single crochet on the first of the long stitches from the corner. Okay, so right here. Then it says 5 long over the long. Okay, let's just take this one step at a time. So it says here 1 single crochet on the first of the long stitches from the corner. I'm going to translate that into right here. Single crochet into the first of the long stitches from the corner. Okay. 5 long over the long. Okay. 5 long There we go. All right. 1, 4, and 5. Oh, we're probably going to work a single on the end. Am I right? Am I right? 5 long, 1 single on the last. Okay. Okay. 1 single on the last. 7 chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single crochet on the first of the long of the next. Then it says 5 long, single crochet on the last, then 5 chains. Okay, so we're going to jump over now and work 1 single crochet into the first of these doubles. Boy, this yarn likes to split something, doesn't it? Okay. 5, and then 1 single on the end. Then 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 chains. Single crochet into the center of the 7. Then 5 chains. Single crochet into the center of the 5. Repeat 9 times more. Then 5 chains, single crochet into the center of the 7. Then 5 chains and repeat from the beginning. Okay. I appreciate the Cliff's Notes version of how to do the corner. All right, so single crochet here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single. We're going to work a chain 5 and a single in every loop. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera really quick. I finished my corner. Now I need to work my 7 chains. Jump over the single crochet. Work a single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I work 5 here. Then why did I do? Oh, I'm only supposed to work 5 here. I only work 7 once or twice. I mean, to bridge the deals. We just work the 7 here when jumping over these. Okay, so 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, gonna work a single crochet first. Chain 7 and then jump over. Work this the same and then chain 5 into the first chain, then chain 5 and single crochet all the way to around the corner to the next. So we just chain 7 whenever we're going between these 2 sections here. Everything else is chain 5. I will be right back. Okay, last round. And it says in this row, twist the thread twice over the hook instead of once. Then draw the thread through 2 loops, then through 2 loops, then through 2 loops. That's going to be a UK double treble and a US treble crochet. Then it says 5 single crochet stitches over the first 5 long stitches from the corner. Okay, I'm assuming this comes in later. I think we start with the 5 single crochet stitches. Okay, 5 single crochet stitches over the first 5 long stitches from the corner. 3 chain, 9 long under the 7 chain, 3 chain, 5 single crochet over the long stitches, 3 chain, single crochet under center of 5, 3 chain, 5 long under the. So when do we do this? That's it. So when do we do this? Do they mean to do this whenever we do the long? Are we meant to do trebles or UK double trebles? Yeah, because it says instead of. So they want us to replace, whenever it says double crochet, they probably didn't have a name for this yet. See, that's how old these patterns are. Bear in mind, when this pattern came out, crochet had only been a thing in the UK for I think for maybe not even 10 years, 8 years maybe. So yeah, about 1840. So 1839, about 1839, 1838. So about 8 or 9 years. So they probably didn't even have a name for this stitch yet, which in the UK, we know it as the double treble now, and here in the US, treble. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to exchange every time it says to work a long, we're going to work a US treble, UK double treble, but we're going to start first with our 5 single crochet. So we're going to ignore the singles we already have, join into the first double crochet, and then go from there. So let's work 5 singles in a row. 1, 2, I mean, you're really seeing the origins right now in this pattern, in this video. You know, remember this moment because you're seeing the origins way back when of when these stitches really began, and they didn't even have a name for them yet. How special is that? This is a very special mystery pattern. I know we have a stack of patterns from this book, and I look forward to making every single one of them. Okay, now it's said to chain 3 and work 9. We're going to work double trebles or trebles here in the US. All righty. 2, 3, that's 1. Okay, that was 8. This makes 9. Chain 3. And we work our 5 singles again, so ignoring the already existing singles, we're going to work those into the tops of the doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I have that bit memorized. Now what? Okay, so 9 long under the 7 chain. So we did that correctly, working around the chain. 3 chain, 5 single crochet. Okay, 3 chain, single crochet under the center of the 5. I've been doing that the whole time anyway. 3 chain, 5 long under the next 5. So the long, that's going to be our double trebles again. Okay. Okay. 5, 3 chain, 1, 2, 3, single crochet under the center of this one here, and then 3 chain, and 5 double treble if you're in the UK, or just treble here in the US. Be right back. Okay, that's all 5. Chain 3, and then it says to repeat from here 5 times. Okay, so then, wow, okay, so single crochet, repeat from there 5 times. Then chain 3, and we work our 5 trebles again. And so we're going to do that every other one. So that's going to be 5 trebles, single, 5 trebles, single, 5, single, 5, single, 5, single. I think that's the way it's going to work out. And then we work this section again. So I'm going to go ahead and work that all the way around. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm all done, but I'm struggling with the blocking process because it really wants to ripple. So I'm going to take all my pins out and just leave it as is for now. But yes, I really wanted to block it. And since this thread is acrylic, I was going to block it with my blow dryer with just straight up hot air, just to relax the fibers and reshape them. But it's not wanting to block very well. It looks terrible all pinned up, in my opinion. It looked better before I pinned it. And it's like whenever you go to stretch these parts out, this part here buckles. And then if you go to stretch this part out, these part want to buckle. So I think maybe it was meant to be ruffled. And I'm just going to leave it as is. So get the rest of these pins out. And we'll take a good look at this. Yeah, okay. Just kind of let it relax. Come back to its natural shape. Okay. So we have something for the first time that, well, for the second time since we started doing mystery patterns. I actually have Justin here with me, and he's going to hand me the picture that he's been holding tight in a lockbox under security in his room. So hand it to me, but hand it to me upside down because I want to be surprised too. I want to feel like a viewer today. Here. Thank you. Okay, you ready? It's upside down. I can see that it says doily number 1. So we worked the very first doily. Did I get it right? It came together too good to be wrong. If this is wrong, I don't want this to be right. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready? I got it right with some struggles, some strife and struggles, but I got it right. Look at that center. Yeah, I got the center right. It probably could stand to be blocked at least in this center area. You know, yeah, I do. But I also think it was meant to be kind of ruffled. Look at how pretty that is. Now, theirs is just a slight lifting right here, but mine has rather dramatic lifting. Almost kind of wished I'd have just done double crochets there so that it wasn't so dramatic. So if you want to make this, my recommendation, since you have 9 of them, work your first 3 as doubles, your middle 3 as trebles, and your last 3 as doubles, just to get a little bit of a lower profile, because you see, the trebles really bring that chain 3 up, but if it was down a little bit, it would be smoother right here. It would bring it down more like that. So that's what I do wish, that mine looked just a little smoother on these points here, but this is so pretty. Okay, I'm excited about this, and I'm really excited to check out all the other patterns from this very special book. This is a very special pattern because if you think about it, we discovered that they didn't even have a name for the double treble or the US treble crochet back then. All they could do was say a double crochet, but instead yarn over 3 times, pull through 3 times. They didn't even have a name for it yet. How special is that, that we are almost going back in time and witnessing the evolution of crochet like as it's happening. This is really special. And if you think about it, in just 22 years from now, this pattern is going to be 200 years old. We have gone back almost 200 years to discover a very popular stitch that wasn't even named yet. I really love this video today. This is really just, I feel so connected to history through today's video. I absolutely love this, and I'm very grateful to have this book and the opportunity to make this with all of you today. Okay, guys, I love you lots. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Of course, if you like the video, just give it a quick like. And if you have anything you want to say it. Go down in the comments and just say it. At least tell Justin hi. Hi, Justin.
Hello.
Oh, come on, you. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.